Hello, I'm the Media Wiz, because one art form wasn't enough. Let's talk about Powerpuff Girls. Again. Before this, I've looked at the theatrical movie and the Nintendo 64 game Chemical Extraction, and despite the last review being more on the negative side, I still say Powerpuff Girls is one of my favorite franchises, next to Ed, Edd n Eddy. And now we're looking at this show's only holiday special, Twas the Fight Before Christmas. Sure, there might be episodes that double as holiday specials, like Speed Demon or Abracadabra for Halloween, Keen on Keen for Valentine's Day, or even I Soar for Christmas, like this Christmas Cartoon Network DVD did, but this was the only official holiday special the show ever got. It was released shortly after the theatrical movie and before the show's 5th season came out, which explains why the designs have taken after the designs used in the movie. Which, honestly, never really bugged me all that much for the last 2 seasons. Only other thing that you have to know is the big baddie that the girls go up against in this special is Princess Morebucks, this show's villainous spoof of Orphan Annie, who's bitter that the girls never made her an official Powerpuff because of her snotty, bratty, jealous behavior. So why not make the main villain of a Christmas special a spoiled, entitled little snot like this? So let's end this awful year by talking about an actually good Christmas special this time. This is Twas the Fight Before Christmas. We begin on the city of Townsville just 2 days before Christmas as the children at Pokey Oaks Kindergarten are getting into the spirit, the Powerpuff Girls included.
What if I don't get my official Red Raider Carbine Action 200 shot range model air rifle? Ha! Who would want a stupid old BB gun? You'll shoot your eye out.
See that live-action Year Without Santa Claus remake? That's how you do a Christmas Story reference.
No, I want an official Red Raider Carbine Action 200 shot range model air rifle.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Princess says that she doesn't need to make a list for Santa because her daddy buys her everything she wants. Everything but superpowers to be a Powerpuff Girl. And you know you're screwing up landing on Santa's nice list when even Mitch Mitchelson can change his ways during the season.
You're a spoiled brat who's greedy and jealous, and you don't care who you step on to get what you want. And your point is?
This leaves Princess so sore that she asks all of her assistants in this pretty funny scene where these people clearly want to tell her that she's naughty, but they legally can't.
I'm not naughty, am I?
Well, I'll... Oops! Seems my finger has slipped. That was close.
Well, you didn't answer my question!
You're breaking up. I'm going through a tunnel. Later.
Or not?
After getting a room flooded with coal, she decides there's only one thing left to do, and that's sabotage. She takes a private jet to the North Pole as we get a montage of everyone in town getting ready for Christmas.
A My Little Horsey with combable hair is on the top of the list of our honorable mayor.
Hey, did you guys know that Lauren Faust wrote this? Just thought I'd bring it up. Also, that pony looks like the evil pony from that Action Hank episode of Dexter's Lab. Yet another reason to theorize that Powerpuffs and Dexters share the same universe. As for the girls, they decorate their house this late into the month for some reason, and Professor has a hard time getting the lights to work.
Oh, not again. Every year it's the same darn thing.
Whatever you end up doing, just be careful, Professor. You don't want to end up pulling a Clark Griswold during Christmas time. Back with Princess, she makes her way into Santa's workshop where the elves are drinking eggnog soda. Ugh. Next thing you're going to tell me is that there's a hot chocolate flavored soda. Ugh. And to think, I thought that Sprite Cranberry Ginger was a bad idea. Princess sneaks around and eventually ends up in Santa's office. She must be up there with Solid Snake in terms of stealth, since none of these elves notice the little girl with bright red hair wearing black crawling around on a white ceiling. Once in the office, she sees the lists and notices that she's the only one on the naughty list. Yeah, even in a show where one of the villains is the literal devil, she's the only person to end up on the naughty list. She sabotages the list, so now she'll be the only one that's on the nice list. And apparently she becomes a Muppet when she laughs, going by her shadow. Bubbles wakes up early after hearing Santa on the roof and sneaks down to see the presents, but comes to the realization that they, as well as everyone else in Townsville, is given nothing but coal. And this dawning realization is made even more disheartening when her sisters find out.
Buttercup, I can understand, but me? Hey!
Okay, first of all, that was really uncalled for. 2, she's your sister. And 3, she's right there next to you, Blossom. What the hell? The girls go to investigate, but soon come across the newly powered princess.
A fourth and more powerful member of your team. Me! That's right! You can't deny me any longer!
And apparently I've become a ventriloquist.
We're so gonna tell Santa on you. Not if I tell on you first.
Not if I tell on you first!
We then get a fight/chase scene, and this scene is awesome. Just some good old-fashioned, fun, badass Powerpuff Girls action.
Thanks, Einstein! Thanks, Einstein!
Princess, you already said that. It all comes to a head when the four end up in a giant snowball. They roll all the way to the North Pole, and they end up releasing some startled reindeer who cause destruction throughout the Elves' factory, and they finally come face to face with old Saint Nick.
I'm out delivering coal all night long, and I come home to the smashing and crashing gang!
Santa here is played by Michael Patrick Bell, who also played Santa at the end of Christmas Who from SpongeBob, and also played Super Santa from the Oh Yeah Cartoons block on Nickelodeon. And I absolutely love his delivery in this scene. He's just a disgruntled guy who has had a miserable night, and now he has to deal with a bunch of dumb kids.
Naughty little kids the world over! Except for one. One nice, sweet little girl.
You're wrong!
Oh, I am, huh? Well, I's got the list, baby. Check it.
I know I'm just bringing this up now, but how did Princess do that? I mean, the nice list seemed that it was printed out, so how did she just simply erase out something that was printed and then write in naughty in pencil? And even so, how did Santa fall for that? I mean, he didn't once check over that list before that point?
So they wouldn't let me be a Powerpuff Girl! That makes them naughty!
You mean the Powerpuff Girls? Not the same Powerpuff Girls who are always helping people and saving the day and being really good. I mean, really good.
But once Santa realizes he may have made a mistake, Princess reveals her true mega bitch form and goes off on him.
Cause I am better than them! And it says so right here! So put that in your pipe and smoke it, Santa Claus!
Princess, you're not Peridot and you never will be. But Santa gets pissed and puts her in her place by putting her on the permanent naughty plaque, and then takes away her superpowers for good measure.
Wow, Santa! We didn't know you could give kids superpowers for Christmas!
Yeah, no one's ever asked.
Now that's a fucking lie.
But they're not saved yet, since the factory is still in ruins. Who could possibly save Christmas now? It's the girls, of course, who take the sack full of presents and deliver them all around the world.
Dollies and race cars, horsies, choo-choos and blocks, teddy bears, puppy dogs, underwear and socks.
Who would end up getting that as a Christmas gift anyway?
All I ever get is clothes.
Fair enough. And our special ends with Princess behind bars, the presents delivered, and the girls returning home, as their surrogate father wakes them up to open presents, in a cute little play on the usual Christmas morning of kids badgering their parents.
Wait a minute! What are we saying? Who cares if we're tired? It's Christmas! Presents!
That was Twas the Fight Before Christmas, and I still really enjoyed it. Much like the rest of the show, the animation is cool, the jokes are funny, the characters are likable, and it is pretty satisfying to see a stuck-up entitled snot like Princess get what she deserves. The animation in this special is pretty great, minus the occasional hiccup here and there. And I didn't even mind the water during the fight chase scene. At least it wasn't Princess's ventriloquism. The only minor problem I have is that the whole list plot point does feel a little forced. I mean, you're telling me that Santa has never taken one look at that list before he delivered all the coal around the world? And the whole no kids ever wish for superpowers before thing? Yeah, right. But other than that, I still think this was a very solid special. I may not like it as much as Jingle Jingle Jangle, but it still has a very close place in my heart. And so this concludes all my MediaWiz 2020 videos. I'll see you guys next year. Until then, have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I am still the MediaWiz, because one art form will never be enough.
We three girls of Townsville